Round 2, we've got our work cut out for us. We're moving back a tee box. Pin 2, wind's coming down a little bit, and so is the green speed. So we've got to try and capitalize on the fact that greens are just a little bit slower, wind is just a little bit nicer. Hopefully that'll mean that we can get our proximity down. We can put up some good scores here. You know, good scores are there to be had in all rounds. Pulled that one a little bit. Fortunately, it's into the wind, so we should be fine. We really battled at the start of last round with swing plane. Hopefully swing plane is not as big of a concern this round. I mean, it really starts to affect your mental when you're constantly thinking about something that's not just the stroke itself. So this 7-iron, it's gonna want to release. Gonna be short. I think this is gonna be a tough one. Just a touch in there. Comes off that way, feeds. Gonna be tough. We're gonna be in that valley. It's not gonna be easy, but hold it a little and hit it fast. It's bringing it on line. A little far, though. It's got a bite. Come on. Sit. Nope. Picked up too much speed. Enjoying the Seb? It's at least a little bit, like, the colors are a little bright, but they're at least a little bit better than some of these courses. Going aggressive. All right, birdie on 1. We're gonna need 17 more of those. Just get a nice 18 under on the cards. That would be really, really good. All right, just try and get this fairway bound. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just get this in the fairway. If I take driver, I'm not gaining anything. I'm really just putting myself in the rougher sand a lot closer, so this at least gives us sand wedge in. Now, we are a little bit long. I think we've got to just play a little bit of backspin on it. So, this is a tough one still. Very tight window. Hold it a little bit left, and I had not aimed enough, so that is a very fortunate pull in this situation. Drive it home. All right. 2 for 2. 2 for 2 driven putts. I will say this, Bodacor, if you get a PS5, get it for more than just this game. And yeah, I mean the having to regrind is definitely a pain, but I am in most scenarios a proponent of don't buy a console for one singular game. I think you've got to leave this short. Somewhere over here, and then try and chip it. Oh, the Uncharted games are so good. The Uncharted games are so good. All right, this is what we planned for, right? So too much fight. Struggles. Struggles. I mean, at least it's consistent, right? Like, we know exactly what to work on. Okay. I am going to make a gamble on myself here. That I can drive this home and hit center cup. It's risky. I know that is a risky putt, but it is just too straight, and I don't know. I feel like I gotta take the gamble on it. Okay, we got pin back, but is there a spot we can get to? What if we lay up, or not lay up, but if we drive it out to here, get like an 8-iron maybe? I mean, this is obviously the straighter shot at the hole. Would put us down maybe a club. I don't see a way that makes me comfortable, so we're gonna take 3 wood off the tee here. Hope that it bounces out this runway a bit. You know, we're gonna have a little more club we have to take in here, but I don't like what driver does. Couldn't find one back then, so you just got the Xbox Series X, plus you're already in game, so it made sense. Well, the PS5 Bonacore, like, that's the thing, it's available now. More than likely on PlayStation's website, there's a bundle that you could buy today and have pretty shortly, so it's ball's in your court now, for sure. Pull fast. If it was one or the other, I'd be okay. Should have been more patient. I mean, it was tough though for like a really, really long time. Up until a couple of months ago, it was very, very difficult to find them. So I don't really think I can fault your impatience. Come on! Finally get a chip to drop. Finally get a chip to drop. There it is. The EA game is cross-platform, so you'll just move to PC. Yeah, I pretty much at this point, I have PC, PlayStation 5, and the Switch. Like, I've got all my bases covered for... I've got all my bases covered for exclusives. I'm not really looking for, like, I have an Xbox One, but that was my, like, I was an Xbox kid and then I built a PC, so now it's just I have the other stuff for exclusives, and that way I can play the games I want. I play most things on PC, but, you know, if it's an exclusive or it's a game like this that you know, there's a lot of people on it. You know, sports games tend to be very console heavy, so I prefer it. It's going, Skyline. 8 under on the first round, and we're 4 under through 4 on this one. So first was tough fought. We've definitely had a much better time getting the ball in the hole thus far. Good strike. This could be really good, actually. Okay. For those ones that I really want to loft, I think I need to, I think I need to take that approach more often. So basically, I know what my max shot shape is, and I think sometimes I struggle to put just a little bit on. But I think they're putting it to max and then working it back because it's very quick. You know, it's like it's a non-linear thing. So a little bit of loft, you know, there's some gap between the yardage adjustments, but towards the end it's like super fast. So going that way on a higher one and working it back up, a little bit short, but way closer than I think if I tried to loft it from top down. Honestly, I probably just need a few more reference points. That would probably solve some problems, but for the time being. Also, like, what do you do here? Because this 4-iron probably chases all the way out the back, right? But this is probably too short. Hey, what's going on, Connor? We are on round 2. We are on round 2 right now. And we'll play rounds 3 and 4 tomorrow. Hey, welcome back, Semzy. I think we're gonna play it in a way like this. This is gonna be a tough one. Just hope for the best. A little bit fast, then that's gonna do us in. Dang, that really turned over like a lot. Like a lot. Realistically, I'm trying to bounce it on and just roll it down and see where we get, because then we'd have an uphill if we went too far. Birdieing this hole is gonna be quite the feat at this point. I think we're just gonna have to play the brakes on it and try and make sure that we're stopping the ball. Not the time to mess that up. Not the time to mess that up. Not that there's ever really a time to. That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. All right, might be taking the bogey here unless we can get a pretty miraculous stroke on it. Hold it a little left. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that we pulled it left, because that's a big pull on into the hole. All right, take par there. Big par. Ooh, okay. Now that we've got that behind us. Think I'm gonna play it 3 wood here. Because I think if we take driver, I'm putting myself down into like a pitching wedge pitch, and it's a front tuck pin, so I'd rather get this to float out there and have like a gap wedge to try and stick in or something. Yeah, downhill lie, gap wedge. I feel like this is short. This is definitely long. Maybe something like that. Try and make sure the gap wedge goes. Good strike. Ball's turning over. It's got good distance. Come on, give me a kick and sit. Alright, should have put a little bit of backspin on it, but I was like so concerned about being too short that I wanted to make sure that we got up here. So we are up here. We are indeed up. Hey, what's going on, Tony? We want to be somewhere back here. Putter's on. Putter's on right now. Little bit of a different story from round 1. I tell you what, this course definitely gives you a lot of opportunities to give yourself something a little bit shorter in. But by the time this bounds out, again, I think we put ourselves down into a pitch, and I'm not a big pitch guy. All right. The brain bailed outright. I tried to give it a somewhat aggressive line down the left-hand side. Brain definitely was having no parts of that. These greens suck something fierce, Lucas? Yeah, some of them are rough, man. Some of them definitely are pretty rough. Onions suck? Dude, it was sausage, pepper, and onions. I'm not a pepper person. So that was a picture of my wife's flatbread. But I don't know. I'm a big onion guy. Personally, I am a big fan of onions. What's your beef with them? What is your beef with onions? Oh, get in there! Come on! Let's keep it going. You're meant to suck onions, Mike? Yeah, that would leave an interesting taste if you just, like, sucked on an onion like it was some sort of candy. Don't eat onions like an apple? They got a bit of a crunch that way. You know what Lucas would probably really like? Like a caramel apple, but it's an onion. I'm sure Lucas would be loving that. Oh, sour cream and onion, or just like, yeah. Oh, like an onion dip or sour cream and onion chips? That's good. That's like my favorite as far as chips are concerned. I can go to town on those. I can go to town on those. Need some chips now, Terps? I know, right? The Grinch? The Grinch? Like that? That's me. Alright, 7-iron would get us to 81. We can probably get this out to the 70s, and then it's a slope. Can come back down. Obviously, the concern is rolling too far back down. So I'm just gonna put some. I gotta put a little bit of backspin into it. So this is just a tough shot. Just a touch slow. 102'd it, so we're definitely long now. So we're gonna find out a little bit about this slope, if it's enough or if it's just gonna stop it. Yeah, I think if you go back to the red, you start to get a little bit of rollback. I don't know that there's a pretty way to get a uphill putt here. I guess you could maybe go pin high to the sides, but pin high is not really an easy ask because of how narrow it is up front, so. Oh, it's still low. Still low. Actually, a little bit less pace than I was hoping for on it. I'm trying to hit that a little bit past the hole, so there's definitely a learning experience there, which is a good thing. On those shorter putts, just about what power and stuff to use. That's not great. Hold it a little bit to the right, and I was trying to play a fade to give ourselves something there. So this is going to be not good at all, because this lie is absolutely horrendous. Maybe we can squeeze something out of here, but it's uphill lie. I don't think we're gonna get anything that's super pretty. I think this is probably some of the worst positioning that we could have possibly ever had. Okay, let's try and think of what could come of this. I think something like this with the 6-iron, and there's gonna be a lot of hoping and praying. So wish me luck. Good strike. We'll stay up on the shelf. It's coming back down. It thought about it for like a brief moment. I don't know that I could ever go up to 4-iron there. Because if on the high end of 4-iron, we could be out the back of the green. I know, it stopped and I was like, and then it released, and that was just the end of that. Okay, this putt here, this is going to be more about distance control than it is going to be about actually sinking it. This is just like save your birdie, or save your par rather. Save your birdie. Who am I kidding? Oh, it's low. Sit, 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 stay. Okay. We do in fact save our par there. Unfortunate tee shot really got us into some trouble. I don't think we can squeeze 14 yards out of a gap wedge, so I think gotta get something like this out of the pitching wedge. A little bit slow. That's actually fading towards the hole. Bite. First ace? Question mark? No? Okay, maybe another time. Thought I'd ask. Thought I'd ask. Could have got that closer. I know. I really did feel like I left a lot out there. Really left myself with a tough birdie putt. Okay. So, it's these downhill freaking lies. You have to have such finesse with your approach to the back. Otherwise, you just completely run off of the green. I think being long is better than being short, so I do have to keep that in mind as I plan this shot out. Like, I think 7-iron is short here. All right, see you on the other side. Leave it short in 3-putt? Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. I go left. Not bad, it's just too much of a kick this direction. I thought I was gonna hang out a little bit more to the right, because a little bit more to the right actually just goes forward and way less severe right to left, so we could actually ride that down the hill. So because of that, we leave ourselves with a little downhiller, which is fine by me. Just a matter of how fast this shot ends up getting hit and how far left it goes. I chunked the crap out of that. Did not hit it whatsoever. I gotta figure something out with that. Go home, ball. Go home. Okay. I think what it is I think there's like there's a disconnect between the feeling that I get when I feel the vibration to what I feel like I need to hit for the tempo. I think I need to have a more visual cue to it. I think that might help settle things down.
Blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy.
The real K Rose, thank you for the follow. All right, we're going for it. Big, get the boomstick out. Hold it a little bit, but 105. Definitely gonna have the carry. It's just gonna have to sit down, which I don't think it's going to. The pull fast was a mistake. Well, I tell you this much: the greens are at least, or the fairway is at least a little bit gentle. Glad to see people streaming this game, Rose. Absolutely, There's a pretty good community of people that stream and hang out watching this game. Hope you're doing well. All right, I think stock 5. I think stock 5 is gonna be the play. Let it run up. It should be a little short uphill to the front of the green. Oh, why is that drifting so far left? Probably because the backswing was on the left-hand side. Oh, man. Okay. I guess I should also have taken that into consideration. Like, the fairway there being what it is, yeah, how we had our drive land, probably should have been a little bit more mindful. Yeah, you and me both, Rose. You and me both. When it took the roll back, I was like, here we go. Wasn't gonna show any signs of celebration, but I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling pretty good. Oh, that's painful. That's painful. Uh-oh. I almost took a straight right into that tree. Super relaxing. Rose coming in with the follow, followed by not just a subscription, a Prime sub. Thank you very much for deciding to use your Prime over here, Rose. Hope you enjoy your faces. Yeah, I thought we were taking a hard turn right into that tree, but it's super relaxing hearing me talk about my missed putts with the mellow lounge music in the background. I wish we talked about missed putts less than we do, but you know, that's just the nature of it. I liked the way that felt. Getting a little left. I like the direction of the bounce. Okay. Left it a little bit.
The Lady of the Lake, her arm clad in the purest shimmering samite, held aloft Excalibur from the bosom of the water.
Lindsay.
Signifying by divine providence that I, Arthur, was to carry Excalibur. That is why I'm your king.
Lindsay, gifting a 5-pack will Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you very, very much. Anybody who got a sub from Lindsay, I hope you enjoy anew or continue to, you know, enjoy your faces once more. I thought we were at, what is it, an autonomous commune or something like that? You're not my king! We don't have a king! I love that movie. Go home, ball. Go home. All right, these pins. I think it's a win thing too, but these pins seem to be a little bit more forgiving. How do you look at the green like that? So hit your scout cam, and then you can just move it all around. Hold the triggers to zoom in and out. Definitely not a master thing, no. So Seb, for True Sim, you have to turn on putting and approach cam, and then when you do putting and approach cam, if you click the stick that you aim with, it's the same way that you can go through alternate cameras on the tee box. And Scout Cam, you know, if you hit that, you have the green cam and the regular cam, and then on the green for putting and approach cams, it goes like behind, above, right, and left. It's just like shortcuts, because it's the same thing as you could always flip it around, right? But it just has some shortcuts to jump into different views. I think 7-iron. I think 7-iron is a potential play. Just a touch of backspin. Just a touch. You know, gotta be gentle with it. Yeah, no problem, Seb. Not that you really need to be saving time, but that 102 was a bit much. Thankfully, that bites. Because I was going to be very sad if that goes flying out the back. Your True Sim has gotten worse since you started using putting and approach cam. It might just be that your perception of the breaks has changed from what like your initial assumption is to like when you see it. So it probably will just take a little bit of time, but once you get them reconciled, I'm sure you'll be doing good things. But yeah, True Sim is a lot about trusting what you see, but also trusting your gut. You know, you gotta find the medium there. I'm going for it. $106. Oh, it's gonna go off left, but so close. That's so close to put it up on that shelf and like giving ourselves like a real chance at eagle. I don't view putts like this as real chances. That was one heck of a drive though. Okay. So I still have, probably because of the speed in that uphill, I still have a little bit of work to do to reconcile that. That's okay, though. That's okay. Hey, Mr. Queez, how are we doing? Always so stoked when you roll off and leave yourself a chip instead, but really love... Yeah, no, True Sim, I love True Sim. True Sim is the great equalizer, right? Like, no matter what platform may have what advantage, nobody's able to see the green grids. So, to me, True Sim has always been, like, the most equal playing field that there can be. It really forces you to have... I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, proximity is very key, but definitely benefits those that can read the greens a bit better. All right. Feel like I need just a little bit of overpower on this. 105 is gonna be too much. I might have been okay with 101, actually. But I was so concerned about being short. I still think I'd probably rather this, right? Hey, what's going on, Heels? How we doing today? Alright, pull fast, not ideal. How is this breaking at our feet? I think we've got a little bit of break at our feet to be concerned about. Yeah, this is round 2, Heels. We went 8 under in the first round. We are somehow 13 under through 16 in this. But we're sinking putts, and that's the biggest thing. We are sinking putts, and that is the absolute biggest thing here. Okay, one final shot, and this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Like, gotta put this thing in a really small window. I don't love it. Like, I just 47 and then yeah, Bonacor, round 4 of Trusin this week is 170 greens. Not easy. I de-greened and double bogeyed hole 2. Hey AK, thank you. I hope you're having a great day as well. We are just on the final hole of round 2 here, trying to put a ribbon on it. 10 miles an hour worth of wind, uphill. I think this could be a little, I think this is gonna be a little long, and I'm gonna bank on this hitting that slope and coming back down. Just a little bit slow. Back into the wind, though, should help knock it. Come on, get in the bowl. I guess I'm happy that landed and didn't roll back, because that would have meant that it probably rolls more down the hill than actually coming back towards the hole. So I gotta be happy with that. Yeah, Seb. Hole 2, 8 foot downhill an inch for birdie. I knew I hit it. I knew I hit it firm. I was trying to hit it firm. Broke more right to left than I thought. Missed it low off the green. Chipped up 2-putt. All right. Downhill 2 inches. Gotta play a little bit more off of that. The hard part on these is always, always, always the right to left break on them, so. Let's try and just one last good putt. Come on! What a way to end it! What a freaking way to end it. All right, well, we'll take the low round. We'll take the low round on PlayStation for round 2. Whew, man.